do you have any insight on when an entrepreneur? I mean, I'm someone who, I focus on the end game, but I know that you hit a lot of bumps along the road on the way. Do you have any anecdotes of when you see when entrepreneurs maybe go too long, or what's a milestone that's perhaps the time to say it's time to call it quits?
I think it's time. Calling it quits is I don't see too many people calling it quits. I see people adapting and changing, and sometimes reluctantly. Often because they see that things are going to go in a different fashion. So actually calling it quits, I really don't see that too often, particularly after they've taken money from investors. Once you've taken money from investors, you have a responsibility. And it doesn't matter what happens if you get disappointed, what happens in your personal life. Your wife might say, hey, it's about time you came home with some sort of a salary, those kinds of things. Fact is, you've taken money from.
That's what you signed up for.
You've signed up for it, and you've got to, see through it. What we do see is founders who don't realize at times that it requires a different kind of management. That once the company grows, maybe it is time to bring on a CEO, or maybe you as a founder are better suited to be head of technology, or head of business development. But it's very, very difficult for obvious reasons for founders to come to that realization. And often when it's necessary, they're being prodded by their board or by their investors, and sometimes they wait too long. And that could have hard effects, disastrous effects on the company.
Sure.